Okay, so much like level three, the taste still isn't there, but instead of it tasting like, well, feeling like a gel, this literally feels like, how can I describe it? Like a jello, basically. It's like jello. I don't like this consistency at all. It feels really unnatural. I even think that for a dysphagia patient, they would have the hardest time getting used to this consistency just because it doesn't feel like drinking water. It almost feels like it should be a solid. So in terms of what we've learned from doing this, what I can say is that we've learned how to really put ourselves in our patient's shoes. It's not easy going from doing something as normal as drinking a glass of water to having to find a way to modify drinking water. And it definitely makes you think about just how blessed you are to be able to do something as simple as that without having to add thickener.
Avery, which one would you say is was your favorite thickness level?
Um, my favorite
And if you had to say for a patient who had trouble with thin liquids, which one would you recommend for them?
My favorite thickness level was level one, just because like I have a normal swallow, so that felt more natural to me. But in terms of recommending to the patient, I definitely say start off with level two, just because it still feels more natural.
Oh, I am unsure of what happened to Avery's video, but we can talk a little bit more about it. For a just to talk about what we did with the thickeners, whenever Avery was making the thickeners, she had it sit for the recommended amount of time that it said on the packet. And whenever you are with a speech language pathologist, you want to talk about I'm sorry, whenever you're with a speech language pathologist, the speech language pathologist is going to recommend a certain type of thickness in regards to the level of dysphagia, like the dysphagia severity. So as a patient, you will get that recommendation from a speech therapist. But if you are feeling like you are having swallowing issues, definitely play around with the different thicknesses just to see which one's best for you, and always consult with a speech language pathologist. And if anybody else has anything to say.
I like how she compared the thickness to jello and a gel, because when you're describing it to a swallowing patient, you can help them to mentally prepare themselves as to what it's going to feel like in their mouth, because different levels of thickness could be for a less severe to a more severe patient. So I do like the fact that she did include types of foods like jello and gel.
Yes.
Well, thank y'all so much for listening to us and watching our little concoction and explanation of our levels 1 through 4 of thickening.
And have fun trying out new things.